Well, good morning, everyone. This is Bill McCarthy again from the Southwest Indian Foundation. Hope you're well wherever you are. You know, we're coming in towards the end of the winter months, although last week in February we're expecting a big snowstorm coming through our area tomorrow. And we've been putting wood-burning cooking and heating stoves in remote dwellings all over, our area. And just try to give you a picture of a day in the life of the Southwest Indian Foundation Stove Crew. Just to introduce you, Cliff, he's been working for us for 25 years now. He was a U.S. Marine. He's very proud of his military service, came back and started working construction for the foundation, and he personally has installed almost 300 stoves in the past years. And then his sidekick is Daryl, and Daryl started with us back in the early days working in our catalog warehouse, but then he wanted to spend more time outdoors and actually doing the charitable program. So Daryl and Cliff usually head out every morning on this type of mission adventure, but this particular morning they were going up and looking at all the young wild horses and the reservation areas and the rock formations, and it's beautiful, but it's also very challenging. Especially a lot of families can't even live in the winter in these areas because it's just too harsh. In the summer months it's not a difficulty, but this time of year when you're off-road and mud roads, they get very ruddy and difficult to actually to climb. So on this first day it was an inspection, and we were pulling up, and we pulled up by this little hogan, traditional Navajo 8-sided single home, and a little woman lives there. She's probably in her mid-60s. Her name is Jennie, and she braves the elements for 12 months out of the year. She lives up here, and her stove was a concoction. It had been welded together by an old cast type of water barrel, but it's really unsafe, and that's not all that uncommon in these areas. So Jennie was kind of checking things out. Well, am I going to have to spend a lot of time filling out paperwork, and are you going to be taking surveys? And said, no, our type of vetting is very, very minimal, and we just want to size up the situation and make sure the stove goes to a truly needy home. As a matter of fact, it's not the day in the life. There was a second day because she was immediately approved to receive one of our stoves. And so the very next day, Cliff and Daryl braved the same journey along the road, and with some difficulty we got up fully equipped with the triple wall kit and the stovepipe and all of the tools for a proper installation. And this was the day that when you really see the beauty and joy when you install a stove. You could, although Jennie was wearing a mask, you could just see her beaming with joy, and she was so happy. And I could see a tear in the corner of her eye when the stove was fully installed. It took about a half a day, but when Daryl and Cliff had finished their work, they were saying goodbyes in Navajo, and Jennie wanted to give them a hug. And this script is played over and over and over again with our stove program. We started installing stoves very aggressively in the early fall, and we install stoves all the way through until it's springtime. And then we start preparation for the next year and procuring and storing stoves and lining out families. So with that, we just wanted to give you an idea of what it perhaps feels like to go on one of these charitable journeys. And we could not possibly do these programs, execute these programs without your help. So thanks a million. Thanks for all that you do. It is our community, but as Americans, it's your community as well. And with that, may we all walk hand in hand in beauty.